Matthew 16:24. Then Jesus said to his disciples, if anyone desires to come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whoever desires to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul? I could stop there. If you guys want to. So Jesus told us, he says, if anyone wants to, come after me, let them deny themselves. He's telling you, take up your cross and follow me. Jesus, I believe, well, I don't believe, but I know denying yourself is an essential as a part of a Christian life. We have to deny ourselves. That's one thing that we have to do as a Christian. We don't live for ourselves anymore. We don't have rights anymore. All right, Christ, he owns it all. Basically, we give everything up for him. So the Lord and Jesus he amplified that. He was a great example of denying himself. We see that in John, John 13:1-17. He denied himself. He denied himself all the time. Throughout everything. That was even he knew, he goes, my hour has not come, when he said that. But he's denying himself all the time. He's putting himself below everybody else and putting everybody else above his. He's looking out for whatever needs there are. He's serving. That's why he said, I come to serve, not to be served. And those who belong to Jesus Christ have crucified once, or I should say, and those who belong to Jesus Christ have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires. We deny our whatever passion we have, whatever desires we have that are of the world. The desires of God and everything. Yeah, we have those, but I believe that the desires of everything else that are earthly, that are worldly, we have to really look at those things and go, no, can't do those, can't have those. And that's Galatians 5:24. That's what you'll read that in that. But self-denial as a Christian, we have to do that. We have to recognize that Jesus Christ as our true center. He's the true center of our being. It's no longer me that lives, and then we read that where Christ says where Paul says, no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. So we have to really have that understanding. That's why I said reading the word is very essential for a Christian too. But it's a daily thing. I believe it's a daily thing that we have to do. Daily waking up going, nope, not me today. It's you. We have to physically really recognize that and even say it out loud and really follow that, because and you can get trapped into worldly things like Ponchi says. I like how Ponchi says Christ woke up early in the morning, got by himself and prayed. I still don't do that, but I do pick up my phone and I go to scriptures and I go to that, but it's not waking up that early in the morning, and just going to that. It's one of the first things I do, look at scriptures or go to the devotional and do a study or whatever. I did a lot of study today because I had a lot of time just to hang around the house. So I was picking it up every moment I can and just gone into something of the word and try to just stay in that moment of Christ. So that was good. Only by God's grace do we have the power and the Holy Spirit to learn self-denial, so that's the only way. It's only by God's grace that we have this. So, yeah. And that's where it says in Galatians 2:22, I have been crucified with Christ. It's no longer I live, but Christ lives in me. The life that now I live in this body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself up for me. That's Galatians 2:20. So yeah, so it's no longer I that live. And and that's why I say this relationship, this fellowship that we have with you, I love it because it is having a relationship with you guys, so that the more, we stand with each other, the more we see Christ in each other. It's just so beautiful to see, how Christ is just, he owns us, he lives in us, and I see that in all of you guys that I spend time with. So that's why I know that there's for you guys, I mean, I with a shadow of a doubt, I know that you guys would, if something you guys asked me to do something, I would do it, because you guys would not lead me astray to harm me. Because whatever you guys would ask me to do, it would be for just my good, or it would never be something to harm me. So so that's the relationship. That's Christ living in us and denying ourselves, and that's why it's for no selfish gain at all, for none of us. And that's what's beautiful about this whole study that we do in this with you guys.
Yeah, Luke 9:23 is that's a version of it. It says, "Deny yourself, pick up your cross daily."
Yeah,
follow me. So every day. Yeah, Rudy, that's a verse. That's why I'm in Sacramento now. That verse. That's what got me to Sacramento. Following the Lord.
Yeah.
Yes. Philippians chapter 2, verse 7 and 8, we see, even Jesus himself, but made himself no reputation, and taking a form of born servants and coming in the likeness of man. That means, I'll say, he denied himself. He have showed the example, and being found in appearance as a man, he humbled himself and become obedient to the point of death, even the death of the cross. As we are the followers of Christ, we see here that Jesus also then Jesus said to his disciples, "If anyone desire to come after me, let him deny himself, and then take up his cross, and then follow me." So we have to deny ourselves first.
This Bible verse, Matthew 16:24, goes against everything I ever learned as a young Christian. I want to follow Jesus. Okay, say this prayer. I want to follow Jesus. Invite him into your heart. I want to be a follower of Jesus. Do this, do that. Yeah, Jesus is telling me to deny myself. In a marriage, think about that. If someone would just yield, if someone would just deny themselves, if both parties denied themselves, what would happen? You would think highly of someone else. You wouldn't think of your own interests first. Even Jesus denied himself. Like Thang read.
Exalted. He humbled himself. Yep.
Humbled himself.
Yep. No, you're absolutely right on that, Ponce. I mean, in anything in life, if we just think of others more highly, everybody out look in the corporate world, everybody's trying to get up that corporate ladder and want to be this and that. And they're stepping on toes to get there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They don't care the feelings or what it takes to get there. They're going to do it. They have to cheat somebody, lie to them, or steal, or whatever. They're going to get there. Yeah. But if we all just, that's why I share with people. you're right. Yeah, when Ponchi said that earlier, he knew nothing how to be a husband. Same here. I had no clue what it was to be a husband. And then when I realized that, when Christ says, he came to serve, not to be served, and it's all about love. And that's what I share with people. That today I serve Kelly out of love. It's not out of my wants or out of my needs. It's or look what I did for you today. It's you just serve them out of love. So.
Yeah, before I came to Christ, I had no idea, based on what I've seen my parents do or other people do, what it was, what it was like to be married, or the instructions.
Yeah.
That's one thing, Christians, we have the instructions.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to follow, but you have it. You got the blueprints.
The owner's manual.
You can build the house with a strong foundation.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
there's no excuse.